Hello everyone, in this video I will tell you about my favorite strategy using the RSI indicator. This strategy is highly effective. Trades based on it are successful in 80 to 90% of cases, so it will be interesting to watch this video until the end. I will explain how to trade using this strategy and what settings are needed for the RSI indicator to provide the most accurate signals, as well as much more, so be sure to watch until the end. And don't forget about my Telegram channel. In my Telegram channel I share daily reports on trading sessions with the team in the VIP channel. Here's a report from the latest trading session. Here we secured 9 profitable trades. By the way, we trade twice a day on weekdays and once a day on weekends. I also share my life in my Telegram channel and regularly hold giveaways. And here's a report on the latest giveaway. Here the winner received $1,000. I've also created free educational material for beginners in trading. It's completely free. In other words, I'm not selling anything. If you want to get access to the educational material or join the VIP channel, you can simply go to my Telegram channel and send me a direct message. Here's my contact. Let's move on to trading. To start trading, we need to set the duration of each trade to 1 minute. The amount for each trade today will be $100. We also need to switch to the 1 minute time frame, and we need to add our RSI indicator. Here it is, marked with a star right here. Click on it and the RSI indicator will appear at the bottom. To configure it, we need to click on the pencil icon. Click on the pencil icon. There's nothing you need to change here, just go to this page. Now here we need to change 70 to 80. And here adjust the value from 30 down to 20 and make sure to click on the save button to apply the changes, since these settings are much better suited for short-term trading strategies, specifically for 1 minute intervals. So now let's move on to explaining the core mechanics of the strategy. Here we have the RSI indicator with the overbought zone set at 80 and the oversold zone positioned at 20. If you carefully observe that the price touches the oversold zone, we will then open a trade to go down. If the price touches the overbought zone, we open a trade to go up. In other words, the strategy is extremely simple and does not require technical analysis. Now we need to identify the moment when the price touches either the overbought or the oversold zone. Here, since the price is still quite a bit further from the overbought level, we won't open any trades at this time, so we need to quickly switch to another currency pair and open our first trade right there. Let us take a moment to search for such a moment, and right here we have found our very first good opportunity. We can clearly see that the price is sitting directly within the oversold zone, so let's prepare to open our first trade to go down after this current candle closes. Now we will wait for this candle to close and then we'll open our first trade. If we take a closer look at the chart, let's see exactly how far away the resistance level was. Let's switch our view over to a different time frame and take a better look at the situation. Here, in this very zone, we have our resistance level from which the price will bounce off. This area right here represents exactly what we identify as our oversold level. The candle has just closed and I missed the moment a bit. And I missed the trade a little, so with this strategy you absolutely cannot hesitate. As soon as the price touches the oversold or overbought zone, you need to open a trade immediately. As you can probably tell, I was slightly behind schedule, so maybe our risk is a bit higher than usual, due to the fact that I opened the trade a bit late. While we wait for our current trade to remain open, I'll share some details about the exciting challenge that my team and I are currently doing. About 2 weeks ago, we officially embarked on this journey where my team and I are trying to go from a mere $30 all the way up to $35,000. About 2 weeks ago, as I already mentioned, we started this challenge, and at the moment after 2 weeks, we've gone from $30 to $3,500. And by the way, while I was talking, our trade closed successfully, so right now our balance is about $3,500. So if you want to participate in this challenge and successfully achieve the goal of $35,000 together with us, you can simply follow the link in the comments to my Telegram channel and send me a personal direct message like, "Hi, I want to join the team." I will add you to my team completely free of charge, give you access to my training materials if you're a beginner, and add you to the VIP channel where my team and I trade together so you can take part in the challenge. So now let's switch to another currency pair to open a second trade. Let's find a good entry point. So here we have another good moment to open our second trade. We open a trade for a decrease. Sorry, my computer lagged for a little bit, but it is perfectly fine. And we open 2 trades for a decrease. We can see that the price has once again touched our overbought level. Oversold, sorry, and started to go down. And based on this, we are going to open a 1-minute trade for a decrease. Again, of course, I hesitated slightly at the start, but that is fine. I truly hope that we will not have any issues with this specific trade. So, dear friends, I also want to draw your attention to the fact that I very often see people on YouTube talking about some bots on Telegram that supposedly predict where the price will go. Back when I first started trading, I tried out a lot of these various types of automated trading bots, but honestly, not a single one of the 5 different bots I tested actually worked as promised. So, my dear friends, you absolutely should not waste your precious time or your hard-earned money on these bots, because these bots operate, by the way, our trade just went through successfully, on the simple principle of a randomizer. That is to say, they only give you a basic 50-50 chance, either to buy or to sell. I could literally close my eyes and the bot would predict the trade in exactly the same way. That's why I have been talking about this so often in my videos lately, because right now it's a really big problem in the community and I truly don't want people to run into this kind of trouble. So let's go ahead and find another currency pair to analyze. Let's open one more trade together, since we've already had 3 very successful trades in a row now. Here's a good moment. Let's wait just a bit until the price actually touches our oversold zone, and then we'll open a trade to go up. Very often, as I already mentioned before, I see these kinds of guys posting on YouTube and their videos get a massive amount of views, so I understand that a lot of people really believe in this kind of thing. I want to warn you right away, under no circumstances should you ever fall for this kind of thing. If any of you watching this video right now have actually used these bots before, please write to me, well, not to me personally, just leave a detailed comment below about exactly how you used them, what your overall experience was with these bots, and whether you actually managed to make any real money using them. But for some reason, I'm absolutely certain that no one has ever managed to earn anything at all with these bots. So if you truly want to make money trading, under no circumstances should you ever use these automated bots. It is much better to focus on improving your skills, practicing every day, studying the underlying theory, and eventually you will succeed. But please do not waste your precious time on this kind of absolute nonsense. So let us wait just a little bit longer. Let us wait for this current candle to close, and then we will open our 4th trade in an upward direction for 1 minute. Let us also take a closer look at exactly where our support level was, the specific one that the price is reacting to right now. Here was our very last support level, and the price will most likely drop back down to it again. But as we can clearly see, there is currently a strong upward impulse, so it is probably better not to use this particular currency pair for opening any more trades, because the price has already moved quite a long way from the oversold level. Let's switch to another currency pair and open our trades. Let me repeat this for you. If you're a beginner just starting out, you should never open trades when the price isn't touching the oversold or overbought zones. If it's close but hasn't touched, wait patiently until the price actually reaches the oversold or overbought zone, and only then open your trades, because you might rush and lose your hard-earned money. Let's switch to another currency pair and look for another good opportunity. Right here in this market setup, we have a very good moment to open our 4th trade. As we see on the chart, the price is steadily approaching our designated overbought level. Let's mark out the key resistance level that we have right here to identify the reversal points. And this is exactly our overbought zone. So let's wait patiently for the price to touch this specific area, and as soon as it finally does, we'll immediately open a 1-minute trade downwards for exactly $100. Now let's wait a bit more for the candle to touch this resistance area. Let's get ourselves ready, wait for a strong upward impulse to occur, and then we'll open the trade from that point right there. So our candle has fully closed. Now we must wait for the next move. Most likely the price will pull back a bit downward, and then there will be a sustained upward movement. I also want to say that if you are trading with this particular strategy for the very first time, under no circumstances should you ever mess with the original settings. That is to say, you shouldn't set 85 here or 15 there and so on. It's better to use the settings I showed, because if you set up this indicator incorrectly, it will give inaccurate signals. That's it. At this point, we are just waiting for the right moment. The price action is steadily approaching our target area, and right now we can clearly see it rising. Let's wait just a little bit longer, and soon we will probably open our final trade for this video, especially since this session has already become quite long. So let's go ahead and open our trade right now. The price, of course, didn't quite reach the overbought zone as expected, but I decided to go ahead and open the trade anyway. While our trade is in progress, I also want to mention to beginners, to those who are just starting out in trading, that I have educational material where I have compiled all 7 years of my trading experience. In it, I explain how to identify support levels, how to identify resistance levels, how to perform technical analysis, and much more. It covers strategies, a trader's glossary, and a lot of other information. If you want to start learning trading with theory, it's best to begin with the educational material. It is completely free. If you want to get access to it, just join my Telegram channel, send me a message, and I will add you to my educational material absolutely free of charge. With that, dear friends, we will wrap up this video. Our last trade closed in profit. Thank you all for watching. The link to my Telegram channel will be in the comments under this video. Goodbye, everyone.